Hi, today I want to go over my routine for brushing my teeth as a bedbound disabled person. Okay, it looks like a little bit of a mess, but I promise it's functional. So the first thing, I keep my toothbrush in a little container by my bed. Somebody actually recommended this toothbrush on Twitter, and it's not quite an electric toothbrush, but it is one that vibrates. So I don't know if it actually cleans better than a manual toothbrush, but I figured I'd give it a try. And it's just a regular disposable toothbrush that vibrates. And in this container, I also keep a little bottle of mouthwash. Once it's empty, I use my bigger container to fill it back up again. Also keep my tube of toothpaste in here, along with my fluoride rinse, just in the original bottle. And then for flossing, I have two different types of floss depending upon how energetic I feel. The first is just the floss picks, and this particular brand is Plackers. I like the twin line. I feel like it cleans better. And then for regular floss, I use the Cocoa Floss because I do need a thicker floss that's as close to a woven floss as possible. I am very upset that my woven floss by Listerine is no longer manufactured because that stuff worked the best. This is, I guess, in second place. I wouldn't say a close second place, but it's in second place. Now, how do I handle, rinsing and, spitting everything out? So every day I drink a bottle of these electrolytes, or maybe even every other day. And so I basically spit everything into this container and I just keep it at the bedside. And what I like about this is that it has a label on it, so you can't really see the nastiness building up in it. And if you're really disabled, you can just throw this whole thing away in the trash. I know it's really bad for the environment, but your health, your energy, etc. must come first, okay? So if you need to, you can just chuck this whole thing away. If you have a little bit more energy and a little bit more stamina, you can dump this out, give it a quick rinse, and then throw it in your recyclable bin. Before switching over to this method, I was using a glass mason jar, but it was kind of a pain to have to, carry it over in my wheelchair over to the bathroom sink, give it a rinse, dry it off, and then bring it back to my bedside table. It was just a lot of work, and I was afraid of dropping the glass mason jar and having it shatter on the hard bathroom floor. So switching over to this method is just way more convenient and way more, it's a lot safer and it's easier to deal with. Now, how do I deal with the dirty toothbrush? So there's two different ways that you can deal with this. So say you brush your teeth at nighttime. The first way, which is not the way I do it because I constantly forget, but it's to anticipate when you're going to need a bathroom trip, brush your teeth, bring your toothbrush into the bathroom on your way to the bathroom, give it a good rinse, go to the bathroom, come back out, and bring your toothbrush with you. The second way of doing it, which is the way I currently do it, because I forget and I'm bad at timing things, is to let it sit all night long dirty in this container. And then when you get up and go to the bathroom in the morning for the first time, bring it with you, rinse it off, whatever, and then bring it back. So the first method is obviously the best method, but between forgetting and it not being, the right time or whatever, it just doesn't get done. But it will get done eventually. So yeah. So that's my method for brushing my teeth at bedside. It has been super convenient and it has definitely increased my compliance rate. Um, because of the vascular compressions, it is difficult for me to sit upright, although things have gotten much better since getting my nutcracker syndrome treated, but I still can't sit upright all day long. I still have a clotted stent, so I still have some leg pain left over. So I still am doing this, but I also like doing it at my bedside because I can do it like during the winter time. My apartment is very cold because of the cost of electricity. So it's very nice to just do it in my warm bed, covered under my electric blanket, watching a TV show. It's just wonderful. Like, it's so much better than doing it in the bathroom. I don't think I'm ever going to go back to doing it in the bathroom other than, being excited to get rid of this stuff off of my bedside table, making room for other things. But in terms of convenience, this is definitely a lot better. And I can literally wait until the last second before I'm ready to fall asleep to do my little routine, and then I can go to bed. It has its advantages and disadvantages like anything, but I kind of like doing it at the bedside. So, yeah, so that's how I do it. If you have any questions or whatever, drop them in the comments below. All right, bye.